family. Back again to read more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? And today we're going to talk about so-called Yhwh computer and how it's all connected, interconnected with so-called science that they sell on you. All this made-up science. Yeah, they explain to you is nothing but a program that they have on you. And it's all from the computer, people. Is science, I told you, is the same as religion, and the religion is science. It's the science they use on this realm and keep everybody grounded here, you know what I'm saying? They don't know the earth, they can't go nowhere, and they're taking a piece on you right now. Been watching some of these channels of individuals that have been lying to you to the whole time that they're on YouTube. They have millions of views and everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to mention their names or nothing. But I'm going to mention their agendas and how they're going to get you, how they are already got you in place, you know what I'm saying? To destroy you with lies and deceit, instructed by their computer god. Standard, it's all a program, like we told you. They are algorithms, and all these niggas are trapped in the simulation and believe the lies and believe the lying spirits that are taking them to hell. You know what I'm saying? So we here to break this down and explain to you bit by bit. And hopefully these devils don't delete our channels, you know, because we had a lot of channels that are being deleted, you know what I'm saying? So first, you need to understand that the Yhwh computer controls and runs this whole system. Are you listening? The Yhwh computer run the religion, run the science, which is the same thing, run the educational system, which is the same thing, runs the market, the economy, runs everything. Standard. And all you have out here is doctors and professors, and a lot of them are self-made doctors and professors. They don't even have no school certificate or nothing. All they have to do is create a big channel on YouTube, running advertisements, running debates, making money. And you know that when people is in in this trip to make money, no truth is going to come out of there. Money and truth are not good fellas. You understand that? But us, you have a lot of androids and bots and Nefis. People that are all Nefis. As I explained to you, they have false identity. Everything they are artificial persons in an artificial system with artificial reality or false reality. Standard, everything they have is, I explained to you and we'll keep telling you, that is false reality. And they feed on that and they control the whole realm with this fake reality, because then they got everybody hooked them and they can tell them whatever reality they want. And as I explained to you, and they want to, as they told you, they want to populate and all that. It's pretty easy because they control all the channels already. And when people are have been bamboozled in the educational system, in the healthcare system, in scientific system, in the religions, you know what I'm saying? Once they've been all bamboozled from birth, there's nothing you can do to take them out of that bubble. So they will continue listening to the same liars that told them to take the Jews and everything. I saw the liar there, big liar, telling them that the Jews was a good thing. That then another liar came and told them that nobody got hurt by the shots in my town, and I know a lot of people, and all of them took the shots. Nobody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to lie to these androids, these bots, real well, because I know a lot of people that actually died after the Jews. But they are coming and telling them that no, the juice is good. Yeah, stay with the juice. It's the way to go. So they gotta be prepared to take more juices in the day to come, because that's what's gonna come to them. So they gave them false history that everybody came from Africa, and Yhwh sent the Israelites to slaughter. That's why they end up in America one way, and that's why there are invaders over there. And the one thing is, they never ever going to tell you the whole history, because they can't. Otherwise, they will have to tell you about what they did back there, how they resettled everybody, doing what they're just doing now. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to tell you that. They're going to continue to lie. But I'm going to update you on their lies. You know what I'm saying? And their movements, that Yhwh created all these movements you see out there about global warming, about going to space, about so-called Pan-Africans, about so-called Jesus coming to save them, about Yhwh and all that. It's all coming from the same place. Yeah, from the same computer. All these agendas coming from the same computer to the subjects to control them and keep them in line, you know what I'm saying? So starting, especially when it comes to African people, you're dealing with the so-called Pan-Africans. Yeah, or some of them call themselves Afrocentrism, which is all bullshit, people. There's no such thing in your birth certificate when you're born saying that you are an African. Yeah, it's no identity of nobody. Africa is a landmass they call Africa, that's it. It's no identity for nobody back there. But these dudes, since they are teaching artificial things and artificial intelligence and artificial reality, it's all simulation, they will lie, and the more organized, told you, an organized lie with the certificates and professors will take you for a ride of your life. Stand up. Because I've been checking this Pan-Africanism. Is very important. You're gonna know about that, because it's one of these main movements they're using in Africa now. Yeah, and this movement also pushes the climate change. You know what I'm saying? Also pushes. They believe in healthcare and shots and juices. They are part of all of that. Yeah. And one of the main things there is that you will understand why they say this later, is they claim that everybody that identify with the movement of Pan-Africanism can take part on it. People, yeah. Well, what I find out is that the devils want to turn African people to be the top of the political their political objectives in this reset, because Africans are good to jeer them, if they can jeer them towards the chaos, to create chaos is very easy to them because Africans with low education, all they need is got these pre-programmed robots telling them what is real. So they easily will control. They already control the whole Africa, as I told you. In the computer is the one running the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about redistribution of health, people. Can you believe that? They talk about unification. They talk about all the stuff that Wazungu is implementing. They told their agenda is Wazungu agenda. It's not a... So they lie to you about anything they tell you is a lie. I already explained to you guys that these guys are all wired into the computer. And their leaders are all paid by the Lucifer to do his bid. You know what I'm saying? So the Pan-Africanism is part of the so-called Black Lives Matter, is part of, you know, all this LGB whatever, is part of all this false liberation going on. Yeah, a movement that was founded only 10 years ago, but, okay, he's got all these old systemic leaders like Malcolm X, you know, and others as a backup for the movement. Most of it is run by women. Yeah, that should give you an idea of the control that the Wazungu have on this. Yeah. And Wazungu doctors as well is all involved. They got Wazungu doctors that study in the universities out there, on YouTube, telling you they know African history, they history professors and this and that, but everything they do is lie to you. Got some of them, I got a lot of books I got a lot of books to read, you know, I read a lot of books, I know a lot of things. All the books he's reading is Wazungu history mind control. See that? How do you explain that? Yeah. They are not revolutionary. It's not revolutionary. They're taking you to a reset, not a revolution. It's not that. So don't listen to none of these niggas. They're taking you to a reset. I saw them all together. People. With Wazungu. The same Wazungu that was implementing the Jews is now in Africa sponsoring Pan-Africanism, and he's the one paying them everything, telling them he's going to give them solutions for climate change, solutions for healthcare, you know what I'm saying, and all that crap, people. Can you believe it? How do you explain that? And these people talk to black people that they are free, they want to be, their people to be free, that African people have melanin and this and that. Yeah, that the white man can teach them nothing. Really? They got Wazungu running the healthcare people. People that claim they have melanin. How do you explain that? Yeah. These same Pan-Africans speak about how Obama exploited them and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they're leading the Negroes to hell. All of them. It is an artificial movement, that's all you need to know. Okay? And this movement includes anybody that is crazy enough to take part in that. It's not a... I've seen these African leaders, all of them there with the Wazungu. They all sold them a long time ago. It's not a... And Obama was the one that sold them all in the first place. So there's no help for them. Nefis that run in these programs. I told you it's all programs, artificial programs, and it's all fake. They're not there for you, they're not there for your interests. Pan-Africanism is not there to liberate you, it's not there to give you land, it's not there to make you free. It's there to take you to the Wazungu agenda of World War III. Then it's gonna give you health care. It's not gonna give you land and freedom. It's gonna bring you health care and more banking. He said he's gonna give them loans in Africa, you know what I'm saying? Make these kids really, because he's got the opportunity to run his healthcare. That's what he's worried about. You know what I'm saying? And these Negroes all failed to detach from the system, malignant system that is destroying everybody. But trying to help Wazungu. In one hand, they will sell you racist stories of slavery and abuse and all that crap. It's all made up. Yeah, to give you a motive to listen to them. They use your emotions. They use your ignorance. They use your soul. They take your soul. They enslave you. It's not that. Yeah. They selling black capitalism. Wazungu capitalism. It's not that. Yeah. It's all Yahweh word, people. They all in it. And they always waving this, money, telling you that, they can spend money on you and give you health care. But that's the only thing you can do. Like everybody's running out of jobs, everybody's running out of what to do now, as I told you. Since the Jews, I saw that coming. And it's happening now. Wazungu don't care about that if you're gonna die in hunger. He don't care about that, but he gave you the finest healthcare system. He cares so much about you that he needs to give you juices, but he's not worried about nothing else. It's not that even helping these so-called Pan-Africans back in Africa, they had a meeting, you know what I'm saying? So they're exploiting this African vulnerabilities, you know what I'm saying? That these niggas are begging for favors, you know what I'm saying? Using the byword black people this, black people that, it's all an identity, it's a cunning job they're running and taking you for a ride. Black people is nothing. Yeah, and they have no resources in Africa. They have no banking ownership in Africa. They have no self-governing entity there. All run by Wazungu and his computer. Yeah, they got an organized failure. And that's why Africa, it's nothing but an illusion. Starting from the name that I told you is fake and fabricated. They don't even gonna tell you where this name came from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people believe in so-called Scipio's African. I don't care. They not, when you ask them, they tell you they don't know where this name originates. It was Wazungu that created it and gave it to these Africans after the reset. As I explained to you, the Africans don't know nothing. Only little kids were left from the reset. So they indoctrinate them with all sorts, you know what I'm saying? So their God now is Wazungu and his healthcare. They don't care, they have no land, they have no power of nothing. Yeah, no knowledge or nothing. Yeah, the only thing they can do is preach race and oppression. That somebody oppressed them. But it's the same somebody who's coming to give them health care and giving them money and giving them a lifestyle and giving them the belief in their government. So they settled, after all that they claim, that Wazungu did to them. They settled to obey Wazungu and do his will. And the organized failure that they got going on. Yeah, inclusion of so-called Abrahamic religions is all in there in Africa. Yeah, a script that was well prepared by Wazungu. You know what I'm saying? EMF, world banking. You know what I'm saying? Is the new colonialism that they run there. And all you need to know is that Pan-Africanism can save you from this false reality. Yeah, because they are sponsored by Wazungu, and it's even a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave them false ID. You know what I'm saying? And they have no means. So they all depend on Wazungu because they have no means or they own no land or rights over the land. I told you that humans are nothing but a piece of shit. They have no rights or nothing. In their own dictionary, you're gonna find that out. It's a movement that this Pan-Africanism being given to you all the way back to so-called Garvey, Marcus Garvey, that was already giving them the indoctrination back then about the history and everything. Yeah, telling everybody, every African is one and isn't that. Look, man, it's all a fabrication of the simulation. Yeah. All that they do don't move without Wazungu agendas. These are all inside the Wazungu agendas of whatever he's doing. This Pan-Africanism is part of that. That's all you need to know. And the money is a government, is a movement that is run by Wazungu from day one. So how do African people fall for that? They had to be indoctrinated, of course. It's not that. They have to believe in the beast system to take part on this. Okay? Because they lie to you that they are anti-capitalism, they are anti-imperialism, they are anti-corporations, but they have no structures, they have no means of anything else. And lastly, they have no rights than the rights granted to them to speak by Wazungu. Yeah. Wazungu gave them political objectives for one unified Africa people. See that? One unified Africa, and I already told you what is Africa. Who named it? It's all part of the algorithms. Yeah, you can't go, they won't go back to the real name of that continent or nothing. It's not happening. The Africans can't go back to their land, and ownership and ancestral ownership or nothing. They can't, because all of that being erased, and they were given all this artificial existence. It's not a, it's all a Nefi structure to derail you from reality and destroy you. It's not a. So in this video you need to understand that the Pan-Africans followed the old colonial scripts. Yeah, they are the one that been enslaving you the whole day. Yeah, they're the same people. Know what I'm saying? Only now they came out with leaders and professors and doctors and all type of, cunning. Take you for a ride and keep you in the leadership inside the cube. It's not a. And I told you, since they got these cool certificates on you, they will take you for a ride. Yeah, they met so-called Bill Gates, meeting them, you know what I'm saying, meeting in Nigeria, Pan-Africanism, Youth Forum, you know what I'm saying? And Bill Gates is part of Pan-Africanism. That's what I learned. And the Africans feel comfortable in bed with Pan-Africanism and all that. But what I think is that in Africa, not even many people know about this or what's going on or nothing. This is done all in their back, like, you know, what they do here and everywhere else. And all of a sudden becomes the major movement, and everybody runs after it, and it runs everything. Because Wazunga is the one putting the money in the engine. You know what I'm saying? It's a virtual reality that's been sponsored by Wazunga. You know what I'm saying? They got pharmakia going on, pharmakia innovations going on, you know. Wazunga ambitions and goals of health, of infinite healthcare and shots. And they're so worried about these Africans and their health that, you know, he's going to open hospitals, he's going to open... That's all he cares about. It's not a AI technologies. Yeah? Health and education. It's not a... All you need to know, man, is that this is a satanic movement. And it's not going to take you nowhere but to reset. It's not a... They talk about digital finance to these Negroes. Yeah. And you got Wazunga giving them, colonizing them with the economics now. Digital IDs and digital money and everything, and he's not even giving them real money or nothing, people. He's now colonizing these Africans with electronic money because he already owned all the lands in Africa. And now he's just giving them digital money so he can control them better. Yeah, you know, if you see tomorrow he says there's a pandemic, and you say no, I'm not gonna take the juice. You switch off the digital coins, and you die by starving instead. That's the game. It's not a... So, I saw them, Pan-Africans and Bill Gates all together in the same bed, and Bill Gates covers that he will give them education and health. Okay? So, that should give you an idea of these niggas that are on YouTube talking about they trying to save Africa, and that everybody's an African, and this and that. Give you an idea where they want to take you. So, those niggers, man, I've noticed, they all, most of them, Nefis, and the brain became too small to know anything real. It's not a... So, they got them going with the AI technology, Yhwh AI technology. And it's not only them, the whole world now is being run by that. No matter where you go, Europe, America, all these cities are the same project, the same structures, and will lead to the same end. Day by day, year by year, they're all gonna meet in the same place, in the same destruction, in the same calamities at the same time. Just like when there was you see, they're already getting them used to accept the thing. When it happens everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Jews, when it happened everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So each time they do it by waves, things will happen everywhere and weaken the population of the world more and more and more until there is no population other than the ones that they control. Okay, that's why everything is being done. Destroy the economy. And when the economy is destroyed, you're gonna need their help. They're gonna give you the digital coins, which they can turn it on and off at will. Understand that? It's gonna be full control. But when your mind is mashed and you lost your soul, you're gonna be running up in these movements. You're gonna be talking about, science, religion, God. But in the meantime, they don't know nothing. They are just hybrids, Nefis. And it's not like we hate them. It's just you can't hate something that is not real. It's not alive. It's a computer program. That's what they are. They are computer programs. And you can't teach them nothing. They won't learn nothing from you, and they can't teach you nothing. They only walk one way, and they just regurgitate what Wazunga told them in the programs. It's not a... So that the whole African, even agriculture, the food and everything is run by Wazunga. Gave them fertilizers and everything. We call them innovation. Yeah. So Africans in Africa are basically finished. In the future, probably there will be no one Africa there. So don't go around saying you're an African. Be careful. These are all going to reset. They're taking them all down. The only Africans gonna be left is in the zoo. Understand? So, end of Africans is coming. Is in progress. Since I was born, I've seen so many Africans die at wars and disease and anger. But now they, really coming to an end. Till there's no Africans there left. They'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they had this meeting in Africa, in Nigeria. And Wazunga was there lying his ass. And don't tell me these Africans don't know what it is. Don't know, who is this entity. The same entity that give you Yahweh, that give you Jesus, that give you space travel, bullets, standard. That gives you environmental impact and create weathers and all of that crap. Yeah. And have a plan. And they even told you the plan openly and everything. Green Revolution and all that crap. Yeah, but how many people do you think knows what these people are about? I told you, only the people that have soul. The computer programs, they don't understand nothing. The more you know the truth, the more you're gonna see that they are just a computer program. And that you live in a simulation. That the only truth, the resonant truth is you, because you understand that. Yeah. Though most of these niggas believe in what? Money. And they sold out for the ambitions of money. They think that money make everybody happy. It's not nothing else. So they don't know nothing else but making money. And they can't even make money, because to make money, they have to do what Wazunga tells them to do, or else there is no money to be worshipped. Money, God, Mammon. Yeah, that they ran it with it, and they gave them the programming from Hollywood, showing all these rich people that, throwing money around and living large and just basically causing trouble. Changing sex, changing all the stuff, doing all evil that Yahweh allowed them to do, and praising money. And who do you think invests in teachers and professors and doctors? Exactly, Wazunga. And I find out that it's it's money that runs the whole show in Africa. These niggas are not autonomous by any means. It's not. So all this prosperity doctrine that they taught you is, look man, told you the prosperity is not freedom. It's an illusion of prosperity. Yeah, prosperity means your freedom. Your freedom to know everything, to do anything you want. That is prosperity. Not just having millions of money that you can print and call it prosperity. It's not prosperity, because that money, first off, will be taken out of circulation, and you will have digital coins now. How do you explain that? All the money you worked, made millions, will be converted to digital coins that will be controlled by someone, like by the computer, Yhwh, and you probably gonna have to beg under the bridge, live under the bridge, nigga. And it's gonna be good for some of them, cause they praise Yhwh and told us that we are lying. And stuff. So I'm not listening to none of these niggas, man. In Africa, they sold their souls to Satan, Lucifer, Jesus, Yhwh, Allah, all types of gods, and they are paying the price now. It's not a... Yeah, especially a country like Nigeria, that is all about money. Yeah, is a country where Satan is gonna have full control. And is the country that they use for this programming to install the simulation into the whole Africa. It's not a... Yeah. All you hear them talk about is making money in Nigeria. Developing management skills for Mazungo. Scripts. It's all a setup, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's all artificial. Yeah. They learning this management to run the slaves, you know what I'm saying? Because they need people to run these slaves, to program them every day, to give you news, to pretend they're scientists, pretend that they know something, tell you they're going to the moon, tell you they're going to Mars, telling the Earth is spinning in space. They need all these people. So Wazungo have to have these schools and these professors to keep the simulation going. It's not a... That's why it never ends. Because every year it will teach others, the young ones, same thing until they come out, and give that to them, to the population. Yeah, so forget Pan-Africanism, man. It's all a beast system. Don't say nobody warned you. Yeah, because I told you, I'm not, coming to play with these guys. When I come here, I'm telling you what they are, what they do. And that is all work of Yhwh. That's why I'm telling you. That is all connected to Yhwh machine of mind control. And Africa is nothing but the corporation of Yhwh, owned by Yhwh, in whatever form you want to believe. Yeah, you finished. It's a Religio controlled system. Reset. Understand? You can call it the New Inquisition. You know what I'm saying? Which is alive and kicking. Yeah, so African days are numbered, people. Yeah. It's not a... Because it seems that the non-melanated left Nefis are the ones running the Pan-Africanism. It's not a... And while they fooled you with all the stuff that they told you is all a damn illusion they gave you. Yeah. And there's no hope for nobody who follows them or believes anything they tell you. Yeah. Because you're gonna notice that you have to understand the world we live in. You have the children of Lucifer, yeah, that runs big governments. Yeah, they embrace the reset, they embrace all religions, they follow status quo, you know what I'm saying? No private property, no ownership, one man rules all, destroy nationality, one world leader for all to follow, one reality, yeah, population control, all at the mercy of Wazungo banking. That all come down to you. And these are our Negroes, they all praise Wazungo. History, they all praise Wazungo. Science, they all praised Wazungo. History, science, and banking. Understand? They all work together. That you know, there's no point hating them. As I told you, it's not about hate. It's about truth, and it's about your salvation. Understand? You got a lot of them. They're gonna lie to you. They don't know what their ancestors were doing with the African spirituality. And because they only know Wazungo system, they're gonna tell you that African spirituality was something about a collective group. Yeah, but spirituality has got nothing to do with no collective group. Spirituality is a private thing. Is a personal thing. Now, when you talk about how the countries were organized and how the system, well, if there was any system, it was all by family. It was all by land ownership. It was all by proof. You had to have something to show for, not just banking, because there was no such thing back there. What the real juice was is you will have land and you will have status, either because you're creating something, you are known for something, yeah, and there was not necessarily no one leader controlling everybody. They were divided divided but together at the same time, but they didn't have this big leader on top of them, like Yhwh coming up with all the answers and possessing all their land. This alien invasion, that's what you're dealing with. There was an alien invasion that created the flood and resetted everybody and then took over the planet. Not planet, this realm, basically. And run everything at their, the way they want. Stellar. So that's it, man. I've been long already in this video, but I hope you guys understand that all these things that I've been telling you about Yhwh, it's all done by Yhwh and His church in Rome. Okay, these people you see out there are just Nefi AIs, programs, you know what I'm saying? No, whatever it be. You know what I'm saying? That is big and is talking a lot of crap on TV all day, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what to tell them, they keep pushing these people forward because they control all the channels of information. They control YouTube, they control all TV channels. They can tell you whatever the hell they want, even if it's a lie. It's a well-structured lie. People will believe it. And I told you they have no other resources to go to. Just like during the Jews' time. What happened? They shut everybody down to make sure everybody listens to them. If you say something that is not in the algorithms, they shut down your channel. They shut down your truth. Standard. So you can't trust none of these niggas on YouTube, and I've seen some evil things, man. Because when it's these niggas on YouTube, they not about dealing with this system. Yeah, and I saw there was another nigger that was about fighting the system, and the revolutionary Pan-African nigger went all mad and assaulted him verbally, telling him that, who do you think you are? Yeah, if you say something, NATO is gonna get you. Yeah, they all cowards. But pretending that they care about black people. These are people that sit there on YouTube every day talk about they care about the black people well-being, and they're trying to do something for their people. Yes, which is keep them slaves. And the funny thing about these groups is that the main people running them normally, well, at least this one I know 2 or 3 of them, these dudes don't even know who their dad is. There's a problem with that. Dudes that don't know their family, grow up, yeah, educated by Wazungo, and now are running these black people on YouTube with millions of views and millions of channels, running all these indoctrinated Negroes, Religio Negroes, unschooled Negroes that, many went to school but don't know how to think by themselves because they're just programs. It's not that. And besides that, they juiced. Once they juiced, the computer up there is gone. The machine is one telling, they only say what the machine say. It's not that. That's why none of them show up in my channel or share my video. These niggas hate me. They hope NATO or some other of the Wazungo organizations come against us and destroy us. Or they wish the YouTube delete our videos, and don't ever let us back here. These are the people that lead these Negroes. It's not that. But we don't give a damn about none of that. We don't even hate them or nothing. We just gonna show you this truth and keep moving. What you do, if you follow them or not follow them, we don't care. It's not our problem. We'll be happy if you finally find the truth and save your life and your family. But if you think that these people, are there for you, look, man, I told you I've seen a lot of niggas falling down. Niggas that follow these people. And now they're down. So keep doing that. It's on you. We're just telling you the truth so that, we're not guilty of whatever happens to you. We got our souls cleansed with the waters of truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's all, man. I'm gonna stop. Yeah. The brother Paul have another video explain to you the God of the Bible is a computer too. You know what I'm saying? You're going deeper on this Yhwh computer and the illusion that you're living. That's all, man. I'm gonna stop now. Love you all. Peace.